Hey guys, I'm Gamer back here for the video, guys. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to complete Sam Mills' MUT Master progression of 20,000 passing yards, 50,000 passing yards, 300 passing touchdowns, and 600 passing touchdowns with one single play and one single solo. Guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. Real fast, cutaway is that we are streaming daily again, guys, on youtube.com/thatmuttgameryt. Whatever my most recent video is of, I'm going to go ahead and always have my streaming schedule in those videos. So for this week, guys, you can see we are streaming tonight at 11:45 EST. This will be posted in my community tab. If you guys ever wondering, hey, when are you going to go, when do you start live streaming? A lot of people tell me they don't get notified for it. So here is the streaming schedule, what the start times are. Go ahead and check that out and stop by live stream tonight. So guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. So first off, what you're going to go ahead and do is go to browse the store, because you are not going to buy your playbook off the auction house because it costs way too much. You can build your playbooks yourself. Go to right here, base offensive playbooks fantasy packs. Go ahead and buy that. And once you go ahead and buy that, you're going to go ahead and choose the New England Patriots offensive playbook. Now, guys, again, this is a very, very glitchy playbook, but there's one glitchy play I'm going to go ahead and show off in this video to complete this whole entire MUT Master progression and get a +4 overall. If you get this done, you get +4 overall. Now, guys, it's not going to take you overnight. You're not going to get this done in like 5 minutes. Don't get me wrong. But you're still going to be able to get this done a lot faster than anybody else by using this one trick play. So once you go ahead and do that, guys, you're going to go ahead and go to the auction house, and you're going to be searching up one single player. Now, again, this is the best player to do this with. But I realize a lot of people might be watching this video, and if they do, this card's price is going to go skyrocketing through the roof. So I'm going to give you some other options you can go ahead and go for. But the guy I'm going to go for in this video, guys, is Rico Gafford. And he is, of course, going to come in with, I think it's 890. No, it's 88 speed, I think, right? 88 speed. So he has 88 speed. But also John Ross, Henry Ruggs, Marquise Goodwin, Marquise Brown. You also have DJ Metcalf, Paris Campbell, Deshaun Jackson, Philip Dorsett. You have a lot of other options. So if his price is crazy, go for the other options. You just need someone with 87 to 88 speed. It can be faster than that. But honestly, for right now, with how this game is, you just need that guy. So I'm going to show you guys this whole entire thing working with the bronze offensive line, with the bronze playbook. Guys, you don't have to have a crazy good playbook. Just make sure Rico Gafford is your #1 receiver, and also make sure you have the New England Patriots offensive playbook in your system there. So now let's go ahead and go back to play, and we're going to go to challenges. I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly what challenge you're going to go ahead and do this with, guys. All right, guys, so now go ahead and scroll all the way down to level challenges, and it's going to be the first level challenge you see right here. Pass for 45+ yards this drive. All right, guys, so now that you're logged, you're ready to go, you're in the solo, go ahead and go to formation. Go to gun split close pass halfback wheel. Now, what I want you to do is go ahead and make sure Rico Gafford is actually your guy on the left-hand side receiver here. Go ahead and go to subs. If he is not, click A or X and go ahead and change him out. First off, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to flip the play real fast, because we're going to go ahead now and take our running back, whoever your running back ends up being, mine 31, Dallas. Go ahead and run power O and just run backwards. First play, we're going to run backwards. And the reason why I'm going to run backwards, guys, is because I want more yards, okay? We want to have, I don't know why it's on no huddle, but we want to have 91 yards. Next thing you're going to do, guys, is you're going to go ahead and fade your left receiver. Of course, this is Gafford. We're going to fade him and motion him out to the left-hand side. The reason why, guys, is because we want that one-on-one matchup on that left-hand side with whoever their cornerback is. Now, we are playing on, we are playing on arcade mode. Keep in mind, don't feel scared to aggressive catch, okay? Don't feel like you can't aggressive catch with, Rico Gafford. You're going to be able to aggressive catch because, of course, this is a, you know, it's literally a arcade mode, right? With that in mind, another thing, the better receiver you have, the better time you're going to have doing this. That's just a fact. This is obviously basic. You know, if you have a 89 overall receiver, you can have a better time. You can do this with Rico Gabbard. You can do it with any of these receivers I listed earlier in this video, guys. It doesn't have to be Rico Gabbard. I personally like Rico Gabbard, but it can be anyone you want. After you go ahead and do that, you're going to go ahead and replay over and over again, guys. And again, recommendation real fast, though, if you're trying to go for touchdowns, go ahead, of course, and you want to start closer to the end zone here. But if you want to, of course, if you want to go for actually yards, go ahead, of course, and go for, you know, going back here. Now, another concept you can run, other than the concept I'm showing you right now, is you can keep him on that deep route. I mean, it's not recommended as much, but you can keep him on this deep route. It's not a bad deep route. And especially depending on what the defense comes out in, it can get you a crap ton of yards. So it's not like it's an awful idea to do this. It's just, I just don't have as much luck doing this as I do, you know, running with the streak down the left-hand sideline. But again, it's not a bad idea to do this. Another thing is go ahead and keeping him in this situation right here and just putting him on a fade in this situation. And the reason why this sometimes does work, of course, is because of the fact he is going to be sometimes in one-on-one matchups. But a lot of times the reason I don't like it is because then he is double-teamed. And again, it is arcade mode. You are going to be an aggressive catch. And again, you could go ahead and do this with a more aggressive catch type receiver. But I personally like Rico Gabbard. He's cheap. He's easy. He's very affordable to go ahead and go for. That's why I like him personally. But again, you can do this with any player you want. It doesn't just have to be Rico. Keep that in mind, guys. Experiment. See what player works best for you. I personally, you know, it works best for me to go ahead and use Rico. Just because of his speed and stuff, and he's able to go ahead and break away and stuff. But again, if you have like I don't know, like a guy with really good, you know, boxing abilities, meaning that he's really he's a big body, it could work a lot better. Again, just personally speaking, I go with Rico, but again, don't always just follow one person. Now, if you want to go for touchdowns, I'm going to show you a solo that I'm going to say this solo is not good for touchdowns. But of course, it is. I have a solo that's a little bit better for touchdowns. I'll go ahead and show you guys that in a second. Because you can get touchdowns. It's not hard to get touchdowns on this solo. It's just not as automatic as it would have been last year. Players run a little bit slower this year. And everything, I feel like overall, the game speed is slower. So, of course, you're going to go ahead and have that kind of, you know, issues. But once you go ahead and get another touchdown here, we're going to flip over and show you a solo challenge that gives you a little bit better chances at scoring touchdowns. As we score back-to-back touchdowns right there. Absolutely beautiful there. But again, let's go ahead and go back to the main screen. I'm going to show you not a better play. This is really good for yardage, okay? This is a really good play for yardage and touchdowns. You can get yardage and touchdowns both by running this level challenge. But you can also go ahead, of course, and get some more touchdowns by going to, and again, none of these are on EA Play because, again, they will be gone by the time this video is released. Well, I mean, they won't be gone by the time this video is released, but they will be gone shortly. NFL Epics, go to Larry Fitzgerald, go down to November 11th, 2007, play again on Rookie, and go ahead and load into the solo. Now, the same concept applies to this one, except you will have to make a substitution if you do this, but you can go ahead, of course, and continuously run replay, and you won't have to make the substitution when you hit replay. So that is a very, very nice feature. Go ahead and go to formation like we've been doing. Gun, split, close pats. Go ahead and now put in, he's going to be on the right-hand side, put in another receiver there, and then substitute out Larry Fitzgerald for Rico Gabbard, and go ahead and go halfback wheel. And again, like with this concept, actually, because you get free Larry Fitzgerald, you can go ahead and actually do this with Larry Fitzgerald. It doesn't have to just be with Rico Gabbard. I'm showing you if you want to do this with Rico Gabbard, you can do this with Rico Gabbard. But another concept you can do with this, guys, like I said before, because you do get Larry Fitzgerald, you can go ahead and take, do replay real fast. Go ahead and now go and run the ball backwards like we did in that last solo, right? So we can get more yardage. So if we want more yardage here, go ahead and run backwards all the way to the very back here. go ahead and just let's dive down right here. And the same concept applies to what we can actually do. So again, we can go ahead and run that. Go ahead and now streak Rico gathers. We can mass protect if we want to. We can even put a slant route on that guy right there. Go ahead and hike the ball now. And the same concept applies. Actually works a little bit better. This might be the money. This actually might be the money. Hang on, guys. Let's go ahead and see. Let's try this again. This actually might be the money play right here. I like level challenges. I think level challenge is really good. But I feel like this actually might be a little bit better. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here again. Go ahead and hike the ball. Go ahead and hand it off to our running back here. Run all the way back. And we can run all the way back to like the 20, 10-yard line. It does not matter. And now we're on the 10-yard line. So now we get 90-yard touchdowns if we go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and streak Mr. Gabbard. Go ahead and throw him the ball on here. And again, they did break it up. Okay. I'm just thinking about different concepts. Again, guys, there's a lot of different concepts you can run here. Very, very easy again. These are the two solos I recommend personally, just because they do give you a lot of yards. They do give you guaranteed touchdowns. And if you're trying to go for guaranteed touchdowns, like for example, let's say you are at the end of it, you already have your yards. This is a great way to get a lot of touchdowns, is by doing exactly what I'm showing you here. And you can see they did break it up. So again, it's not guaranteed. It depends on what defense they're running. But a lot of times, if you're throwing for guaranteed touchdowns, which I know some people, especially you might want to go for touchdowns first, passing yards first, you can go ahead and go with this one. And again, bam. The good thing about this is that you're going to be guaranteed a touchdown every time you play this. And another thing, if you are in a red zone like this, check it down to the halfback of the backfield. Easy touchdown. Again, guys, these are my foolproof ways to get this done. Again, just my personal strategy. You don't have to use the players I'm using in this video, but these are my recommendations. And I'm going to hike the ball here. You can see that it's kind of surprising, even on arcade mode, that you're not able to aggressive catch that like that. I don't know. Use better players. I guess that's the overall scheme. I'm not using the best players. I'm using bronze because you can get this done with bronze. Should you get this done with bronze? Probably not. Do this with, whatever team you have. You have a 75 overall, 76, 77. Do this with that overall team. Don't go ahead and just use bronze, but you can if you like to. If you're like, hey, I don't have that many good players, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can use a freaking silver overall receiver with 600 coins, and he can still get this done. You're on arcade mode. You're going to be an aggressive catch. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe button. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.